Gibson and I will be talking about new speaks throughout the night. We're going to just get started with a little poetry, though. This first piece I would like to share with you is how I imagine Super Mario felt the first time he talked to Princess Peach. So with that being said, this is for anyone who's ever been incredibly nervous talking to that really cute person for the first time that they've been crushing on forever and ever. This is for kids whose only gameplay consists of Nintendo 64 Mario Kart, Game Boy Pokemon, blue, red, or yellow version, depending on whether they want a Ninetales from blue, an Arcanine from red, or to start out with Pikachu from yellow. And first-person shooter Xbox games, let's utilize our innocent insights like Master Chief. I want to talk to her. That Princess Peach, whose arched back reminds me of Rainbow Road, the way her bones radiate curves like red shells, with eyes that beam brighter than glowing mushrooms. I'll walk up to her. The girl in my second period history class I've noticed for over a year, who glides across the room like a thrown Pokeball, orbiting ancient stadiums for the last gym badge of the Ultimate League in my favorite season, and I'll finally say, hello. Has anyone ever told you that you have a battle rifle spirit bursting smiles between the seams of your lips, stretching across your cheeks like plasma grenades? You're full of color. An explosion of charged energy, you electrically conduct my body with an array of laughter, rumbling my stomach like rolling warthogs, a beautiful weapon that wipes grins against my face like shotgun melees, a legend among Spartans and of any other Spartan I've ever witnessed on this wartime galaxy of a planet we call home. I bet that you are a commander-in-chief, and having fun could conquer every epitaph and isolation level that has ever existed and be the best co-pilot a co-op player has ever gamed with. You scatter your charm across worlds like a fleet of Covenant ships. I imagine your touch as strong, especially when wrapped around your bubble shield hugs, the same way I trust you are sincere and would never throw a good gadget without needing it. It's been about a year since I have first noticed you, and you are still as angelic as a halo since the first day I saw you. Glowing like an energy sword, you light up this side of the galaxy like a round of carbine. No gravity hammer could ever hold your battle rifle spirit earthbound. And then I'll ask her out to dinner, or even to come to the crib and play my video games, something I've never had the super soldier muscles to do for any girl. I've always hidden beneath the breath of my own shyness under plates of armor with a shaking handgun. But today, I'll bend her mouth like lights and make her see that my innocent inside shine brighter than any other boy in this game, can bathe her heavens in an ocean of laughing bullets and make her sunrise. And she'll reply, I've been waiting all year to hear this. Thank you so much. Please keep your hand going for my good friend Gibson Collins.
All right, another round of applause for Troy Osaki. My name is Gibson Collins. This piece I'm about to read is called Fatherhood. It's not necessarily particularly about my relationship with my own father, but it's for all boys trying to become men and fathers raising them. And anyways, here it goes. What's it mean to be a man? I ask because lately I have been wondering whether or not I am one. Look at these hands. They're soft from the grooves of piano keys, smooth from the rubber covers of pens, but a man's are much rougher. These are not a man's hands. A man's hands are like my dad's, A man's hands are like my dad's, bruised and calloused by the handle of his axe. My dad's chin is like sandpaper. There is no grass on this chin. There is no earth on these arms. These eyes have not seen a field's dirt. My shoulders are frail, and a man's are strong with the weight of rocks. My soul is tender, and a man's is stone cold like the rocks he carries. They tell me men don't write poetry, that men only use their words for bullets, that men don't play piano or write love songs, that men don't cry sometimes, that men don't ask their mothers what a broken heart feels like. Dad, what's a man look like? And be honest, Dad, I can tell sometimes you don't think I am. Don't be ashamed of me, Dad. God's made all men fags. I'm not gay, Dad. I just believe that locked somewhere deep inside the human soul lies the rainbow potential to love everyone. Because that's how it originally was. Don't use your hands like guns. I don't think that's what a man does. Don't use them like you use your words sometimes. It's natural for a man to love everyone. I guess it just means he's not a man. Okay, son. Rule number 1. Don't show emotion. Tears in love are but cracks in your foundation that must be obliterated because you must be impenetrable. Your armor must be made of diamonds. You must be invincible. You must be God. Rule number 2. Don't stick out. Individualism is the same thing as being different, and you could be made fun of for that. No risks means no cracks. Your soul must be gray. Your soul must be a wall, cold and stone like the bricks it's made out of, and gray, like dullness, like the rest of the world. Don't shine, son. Cover up that light. You'll make men jealous, and then they'll try and take it away from you. That's putting yourself at risk for the sake of achieving creative expression, and you wouldn't want to do that. Rule number 3. When something bothers you, call it gay. A bug in your eye is homosexual, and someone that doesn't eat meat is a fag. Rule number 4. Fuck as many girls as you possibly can. Because their souls are only scabs meant to be picked and broken until they bleed. So come, man. Flex and stretch your meaty muscles like the lusty bird. Crow your massive rainbow wings like swords, and then hook your mate. Take her, ravish her, deflower her, tear her soul from her womb, and leave her in a bloody heap beneath your nest. Dad, I don't understand. Is a man only as big as his dick? Is a man only as strong as the number of scars he carries? Is a man only as mighty as the number of friends he can break in a game of football? Is a man only as powerful as the number of girls he fucks? Is a man only as good as his ability to pick up a pair of boxing gloves? Plastic red like balloons smeared with blood. My blood. And his blood. Pick up the gloves, Gibson. Be a man. Use your hands, Gibson. This is your chance. Hold up your fist like a mighty iron burner and ingrain your brand, Gibson. Don't let them call you a pussy. Pussy, Gibson. Don't be a pussy. You can be an imbecile or a bully or a bloody pool, but you can't be a pussy. They're calling you a pussy, Gibson. Be a barbarian. Use your fist like anvils. Use your fist like a porno. Come on, Gibson. Take him by the hair, grow a dick, and punch that kid's eye in. Why? Because your friends are telling you to. And that's what being a man is. Why, Dad? Why can a man be measured by his words? By the strength of his hug, his notes and his chords, by the beauty of his love, by his ability to take his armor down, shed his skin, and say, here I am, Dad, I don't understand. So tell me, is a man only as deep as the pool of blood he's standing in? Or should we stand in bluer oceans? Thank you.
Chet, hey, if we talk like this, can you hear us in the back?
Probably not.
Yeah. Is it like, should we mic up?
We're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
You want to go out?
I would use this.
Yeah. Check. Alright, so yeah, Gibson and I are very excited to be here with you. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We are a part of a youth literary arts organization known as You Speak Seattle. We've been running, yeah, that's right. We've been running word up. Yeah, it's where you can go anywhere in the town, you'll hear that. So You Speaks has been running strong since the early 2000s. What we do now is basically create safe space for young people to express themselves artistically and creatively, and basically just give them room to cultivate leadership.
And the way we do that, the way we provide safe space for these kids to express themselves creatively is we have about 4 different mediums. First is the open mic, which is one of our more popular venues. We've been doing it since like the early 2000s at Cafe Allegro, every 3rd Sunday of the month. Still going strong.
Yeah, come through for
And
sure.
we've got our writing workshops, which we're actually taking a hiatus from now, but we plan to start back up monthly. And then our workshops.
Mentors in our youth in the organization go through high schools, middle schools, and do poetry workshops, writing workshops with young people.
And then we have, what we're most well known for is our annual slam series, which consists of 4 slams and then a final grand slam. And then the top 5 people that make it at that grand slam go off to do the International Youth Poetry Festival competition. And they're there right now, actually.
Yeah, mad love to Team Seattle. So yeah, I've been a part of Youth Speaks since '09, and I've gotten a lot back from it, a lot of mentorship and guidance.
And I've been there for about 2 years now.
Word.
So, yeah.
And right now we're going to share with you another...
So in preparation for this show, Troy and I met at a bunch of random different locations, including Chipotle and a random bus stop. And we got together and we did some free writes. And basically, the exercises we did are called exquisite corpses. And the way an exquisite corpse works is one poet writes for about 30 seconds or so, and then hands the poem to the other poet, and they just see the last line of the poem you just wrote and use that as a prompt to continue. So we did about 5 of these over the last couple days, jumbled them up together into one poem. So it's a little different than what we're used to writing and what Youth Speaks is known for, but this is kind of the purpose of free writing. So hope you guys enjoy it. It's kind of crazy. As an only child, she learns to construct worlds from herself out of bathtub corners. So we collided in monsoon clothing, flesh tangled in ocean, fighting to pull downward. She knows there's so much to still hold above the surface. We ran. Below the ocean floor, starfishes in our hands, an octopus smile. Stretched across the earth, you and I ran across at night. When fast asleep, we'd run for miles, through fields and fields, until we reached the heaven in rocks and soil, wings in our backs.
And for the times you do what's right,
and no one knows it, we wish for you to grow.
Let the devastation and the creases of your palms shine, cradle sunrise in your hands, and know there is always morning to hold on to. We were lanterns in middle school dungeons, flamethrower grins, holstered in textbooks. We ignited lightning in our laughter, dancing with our fists, knuckleballs of flesh to face. When I was in 6th grade, I met my first partner in crime, glaciers in his eyes. We stole attention from grand lectures like thunder, a night of ice water and cold breath, a gentle fog of diamonds. We were frozen, an epic heist to have ever been heard. Children falling from church towers, the giant came and saved them all.
Salvation stitched to the insides of his arms.
Cascading lightning ice in his throat,
He clutched on tight to his fear, like it was the only thing that could save him from her. He had always been so large, so consumed by himself, his mouth heavy with his own fruit.
A bowl of crayons fastened to his mouth, sandbox hands holding laughter like dodgeballs, the wings in our chest holstered in sternums,
pistols ready to be drawn, adrenaline dripping from his beard and salty sweat.
Western sun, thick and red like a tomato in the sky, a creamy earth, craving the stems in their stomach. There are fireflies that sprout from the softest crevices of their palms,
and when they run fast,
when they sing loud enough, the fireflies explode like thunderstorms from their songs, lifting the hymns buried below lips. Thank you.
Alright, back to spoken word stuff. This is a piece I wrote 2 years ago. I still think it's pretty relevant. Tonight I'm gonna fall asleep like I've fallen asleep for the past 16 years of my life. On my brown bed with my small green pillow and my big stuffed dog at the end that I got at a carnival when I was 10. Tonight I'm gonna fall asleep like I've fallen asleep for the past 16 years of my life. Alone. No one else in this bed, no one else laying their head next to mine. I've never closed my eyes shut on her shoulders. Never slept with the scent of her hair tickling the insides of my dreams. But don't worry, Pillow was gonna tell me. Loneliness is only temporary and you can cure it. Do you want to know what boys do when they're lonely? They masturbate. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Boys masturbate, and girls do too, and it's not weird. We can talk about it because humans want sex, and 16-year-old kids really want sex, and 16-year-old kids usually don't have sex, so we can talk about it. Masturbation is the direct consequence of loneliness and a lack of sex. Masturbation is what kids do in the shower after they've cleaned everything else. Masturbation is what happens when boys summon ectoplasm from the crevices of their bodies. And after they've oozed old man Silver out from his dark, seductive cave, they sit on the drain and watch the water wash the loneliness away. The water is black now. It washes sin down the drain, dripping off your tongue and your temples. Your sweat black sin. Your sweat is black, kid, but you're a human kid, so don't be ashamed of it. Because masturbation is the temporary remedy for a loveless soul. It's his cruel liquor. He intoxicates himself with it, and for a while he can feel again. But then he gets sober. And soberness brings emptiness. No, it doesn't. It just unmasks it. Boy, you're going to feel again. Not artificially. You're going to really feel. Boy, you're going to have a girl someday. You're just going to have to wait a little longer for her because you're one of those nice boys. And girls don't like nice boys, even though they say they do. Girls like dangerous boys, not puppies. Sure, they like puppies, but girls don't want to fuck puppies. Girls want hellhounds with 3 heads and really cool tongues, monsters, crazy boys, dragons that breathe fire and have really, really strong back muscles. And I don't breathe fire. And I don't have multiple heads, and I can't flex my wings and fly you to dangerous places. All I can do is gather up some of my pieces, wrap them up in a box with gold ribbons, and say, here I am, but I guess she doesn't want that right now. Nice boys masturbate to release their bad boys, because nice boys have demons too, and they say that's the main reason why they do it, but really, nice boys masturbate because their right hand makes a good substitute for a lover. And nice boys just want to fall in love. And dear Mr. Right Hand, you've loved me more times than any number of girls I've tried to. Trust me, I've tried to, but your soul is closed, and you get scared when I try to open you, so. But hands don't feel. Hands don't love. Hands don't dangle legs off the ends of docks and talk to you. Hands can't really hold your hands. I want to hold your hands, and I want you to want to hold mine. Let's drop out of time. Maybe if we have sex right now, we can slow it down. Maybe if we make love, we can forget we have to go to college someday. The problem with going to college is losing the girl you loved in high school, and there's no love like in high school, and I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time to learn you like the back of my hand. Running out of time. Running too fast now. Slow down. Because I'm falling asleep. Because I want to see what it's like inside your dreams. And I want you to come into mine. Make them fine. Make them sexy. Make them like red velvet. Red like the rose on those red heels. Then make them lukewarm. Make them sweet. Make them in love. Drag me through the cherry blossom tree, and I'll come out the other side with a mouthful of rose petals. And I'll wear your smiles like medals. Each one I sing out of you makes my soul a little better. I just want to have love dreams. But I won't. Because tonight I'm going to fall asleep like I've fallen asleep for the past 16 years of my life. Alone.
So I'm coming to my last piece of the night. Thank you so much for coming out. If you're interested in hearing any more of my work, please view me online, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, stalk me, just at Chorosaki. Yeah, that's it. Gibson's got one more too, so on deck. Friday night parties and old English bottles. Big voice and power. Butchers. We wear patriarchy as conquest and privilege like an apron, so as to never stain ourselves with the blood of women. It is the destruction in our words we have been taught since birth, from our voice boxes. Spilling the chorus of sexist hip-hop tracks into our anthems, laughing to the rhythm of reference and how much head we receive when we freestyle. To me and my friends, whose only way to speak about girls is through the size of their breasts, verbally undressing the fullness of their frames. It is in the way we crave them. Disposable. When we talk to women, we become slaughterhouses. They are meat to be mutilated by our kitchen knife hands, hips, hacked to pieces. We constrain girls' legs like young cattle, keep them limber. They do not need to walk to taste good, we just want them on their knees. We hang women's spirits on hooks and freezers, where they swing from side to side so that they can never move forward. We replace respect with pet names. Bitch. Ho. Baby. Getting their figures with guillotine vocal cords, it is our language that gnaws on bones, breaking us off every time we batter their bodies with shadowing slang. Our words leave them broken, hollow, crawling for any scrap of dignity. We would saw it off with jagged teeth, no wonder. Girls learn to swallow so young. It's hard to teach boys to become good men when we applaud half-naked bodies with orgasms, salivating for the split of open legs. There are times that I forget where I come from. That every woman I degrade is someone's daughter. Women are not meat, processed or ready for purchase. This world is not an industry to be owned. I'm sorry for every serrated sentence I have ever carved into your skin, crumbling your spirits with my own insecurities, never owning up to any of my mistakes, or holding other men responsible for theirs. I'll wipe the blood from these blades, and hang up these words, forgive me.